13th, 2021 Ware Board of Fire Wards meeting to order. And first item on the agenda is correspondence.
None.
We have none. New business. We have a driveway plan scheduled, but you said that it's not happening.
Not going forward.
Okay. Anything else under there?
Yes. We have two things from planning. I think they're planning. One's a lot line adjustment, which didn't seem to affect us very much. And the second is, before the planning board is a application to subdivide a piece of property that sits on the corner of Mountain Road and Perkins Pond. And it's labeled as Lot 53. They would like to do a 7-lot subdivision, so it's map 410, Lot 53. It's in the preliminary phase, so they're looking for comments. The plan indicates that they would like to sprinkle those buildings for fire protection. The plan would also, because it's a 7-lot, require a cistern by planning board rules. Went out and looked at the distance from Perkins Pond to the closest corner of the furthest lot from Perkins Pond was approximately 4,200 feet, a little over 4,200 feet. So that is beyond. So I think a cistern's still required. They were looking for comments, so I guess the comment that I would say we would entertain is cistern.
You guys got the plan? That's a lot line adjustment.
So what am I looking at here?
Original lot line.
Yeah, that's on Bartlett Road or Drive.
This is the new.
And the lot line adjustment, I think, is just fixing some errors from years past.
I'm sorry.
I lost it.
So
So this one we'll look at together.
You familiar with that area? 149's down here.
Okay.
And then we have a cistern here at the end of.
Right at the pond.
There's a dam there and a pond, quite a pond, and a substantial dam, but then you come down here, make this turn, so this would be the end of the subdivision. What is the cutoff for cistern?
2,200.
2,200, so that's roughly double what we would allow then.
In the past, we've made exceptions, though, when they put sprinklers in the buildings. Seems like a reasonable.
We have made exceptions in the past, but it's not automatic. Right?
Are we ready to make a motion on that?
I'll make a motion that they put a cistern in.
I would second.
Okay, we have a motion by Dave, seconded by Wayne. Any questions, discussion on that? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right,
Opposed?
Aye.
Abstain? Motion's carried. Okay, the next item on job descriptions, I want to move to non-public. We have a non-public schedule at the end. And so I'd like to move that. Is everybody okay with that?
You okay with the lot line adjustment?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, we don't necessarily take action on,
Okay.
only because they're just looking for comments at this point.
Yeah, they send those out to every department, like, that's involved with that, right, for things like that?
Correct.
Yeah.
Very well.
I don't know everyone they send it out to, but I think it's at least the big three. DPW,
Yeah,
fire and
right,
police.
that might be affected by that.
Yep.
Yeah. So is there, you guys okay with moving that item?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right, okay, next is approval of the minutes. Everybody gone through the minutes?
Yeah.
From August 9th.
They look fine to me.
Would you like to make a motion? Somebody make a motion?
Make a motion to approve the minutes from August 9th.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Derek, motion by Leah, seconded by Derek. Any questions, discussions? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion carries. All right, the next is approval of the manifest, which you have,
Yeah, not done.
okay?
Almost done.
And so I'll read the motion to accept the fire department's accounts payable manifest for checks dated 9/16/2021 in the amount of $14,837.35. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second, motion by myself, second by Wayne. Any questions or discussion?
Sure. I'm just wondering, what's the Suhegan Communications charge? That's one I don't think I've seen before.
So it takes, it's used in conjunction with I Am Responding software. It takes the analog voice from the radio and digitizes it, so that we could use it in that program itself. That's, I think that's all one-time charge.
Okay.
Any other questions, discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion carries. Administrative report.
In the operating budget, for the first 8 months of 2021, we've expensed just about half of our operating budget at just under $500,000. From a revenue standpoint, we have received a gross revenue of $153,100, the EMS revenue.
I'm sorry, what was that again, Chief?
$153,100. Things that we got done last month was the bike helmet giveaway, which is essentially a grant program with Dartmouth Hitchcock, and Kohl's, I think, is the retail underwriter of that. We've been working with the assisting with the issue of short-term rentals, which might also be known as Airbnb and programs like that, working with planning. There's a number of issues that have popped up this summer that I think the town is grappling with. And so you might see some action on that.
What kind of issues?
A lot of it is the disturbance to the neighborhood issues. There are issues with septic system capacity. There's issues with access, issues with health and safety issues that relate to whether or not, bedrooms are, or rooms are being used as bedrooms that perhaps don't meet code, all sorts of things like that. We started the capital improvement program. That process, I think this year is an ambulance and also the further discussion of the town-wide radio infrastructure, and whether or not they're gonna use, or try to use ARPA money for that component of it. And then we're right on the cusp of budget season, so starting to put together numbers and the costs and things like that. One of the big things that needs to be worked on is the dispatch services, and looking at who out of the two potential vendors, if you will, for that, getting pricing from them and formulating a path forward. Incidents, about 72 incidents this past month, brings the total up to 578. Which certainly since 2009, which is all the data I have, it's we're up 175 calls over where we were this time in 2009. And though there's some peaks and valleys, this is the highest number we've had in that time period. And it just shows that trend line that goes up each year, about 3 to 5% a year. And that's it.
Okay. Any questions, discussion? I don't see on here old business.
The two things that I saw on old business from the August thing was bylaws, and we discussed the agenda last time, which was to post it, which we
Yep.
have been doing.
And it looks good. Like, this was my question was, would we list what, like driveway plan
Yep.
things and stuff?
Yep,
That's
yeah,
great.
that's the way I think we've always done it that way, correct, chief?
Sorry.
We've listed out things that come before the board, like driveways, et
I
cetera.
think, we know if someone's coming in.
Yeah.
The reason why the driveway was on there was the gentleman I spoke with last month. We did a bunch of background work on that. It looked like it was gonna come forward, and because there was a sale of the property was kind of contingent on that, so we were trying to squeeze it in, but it doesn't look like that's going forward as of today anyways.
Right, any other discussion, any other questions? Okay. This time,
Actually, I do have a question. What
Sure.
role will this board be playing in the issue of short-term rentals? Will we have any input on that as a board?
I think so, yeah. I think as things kind of get formulated as to what the planning board is looking to do, I think some of that's going to come back here, and it's like, what role are we going to have in that process? So I think it'll be, I certainly envision certainly at least one or two more opportunities. I think this is a discussion that's going to go on until they really get to deliberative session, where they put together the warrant article, if that's the route they're going to go. I mean, I envision an ordinance coming out of this.
Anything else? All right, I'm gonna make a motion that we go into non-public session under RSA 91A:3, 2A and C at, looks like 6:16 PM.
What were the last two, Steve?
A and C.